This final presenter is Mr. Ryan Ricciardi, VP of SaaS Alerts. Ryan has experience in the U.S. Marine Corps, Federal Aviation Administration, and in the private sector. He's enjoyed a decade of experience as a creative problem solver, building relationships with clients and prospects, and staying up to date of the evolution of technology. Mr. Ricciardi, please take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here. I appreciate you guys taking the time, and I know I'm the only thing between you guys right now and those breakout sessions and whatever else you have for your Friday. So I promise I'll make this as informative as possible. Kevin did a better job of introducing myself than I can, so I'm going to go ahead and blow past the second slide, but also using our channel program badges, we're very proud of what we've accomplished and our place in this group. So again, that's my name, my email address if you want to reach out to me individually. I'm really excited to get to go after a couple of people that talked about the importance of the focus on M365 and monitoring your users. If you're familiar with Bruce Schneier, he's the author of the book Data versus Goliath. I suggest you read it if you haven't. He's got a very impactful single sentence: the amateurs hack systems, professionals hack people. And by the numbers, he's very correct. We know a few things now. We know that 61% of breaches are identity driven. They're not reliant on an endpoint or reaching a system per se. So there was 21,832 reported business email compromise cases in 2022 with over $2.7 billion lost. Over 84% of businesses have experienced a business email compromise. And right now, according to the IC3, it's 80 times more profitable for an attacker to go after you via business email compromise than to spend the time attempting ransomware attacks directly. So the other people that know this that I think it's important for you to understand is Microsoft, being obviously far and away the largest one that you guys interact with. They took some steps to protect themselves, unsurprisingly. If you see the bold, obviously that's my emphasis. They're not going to give this away. You can check out the terms of use, scroll about 2.5 feet down the page, and you'll see this new line. It started last year. They're basically saying they're not liable. However, you could be held liable for losses incurred by Microsoft or another party due to someone else using your account or password. So if we know that Microsoft is aware of this new risk and they choose to protect themselves via legalese instead of protecting you and the consumers, why wouldn't you look at a method to systematically and repeatedly monitor the behavior inside of critical SaaS applications that are very quickly becoming more important to your end users than which device they sign in from? So with that said, if you don't know what SaaS Alerts does, we are a SaaS cybersecurity management, monitoring, and remediation platform. We're focused heavily on user behavior analysis. And what we do to help you with that and get that point across to your partners is we simplify the reporting of trends and risks, and we help you monitor your own MSP tools for free, including your own M365 or Google Workspace environments, alongside of your RMM, your documentation platforms, and all of those other things that you rely on. And basically, we're doing that to ensure that you don't end up being part of a supply chain attack. We believe the systems that you use are just as, if not more important than the systems that your tenants use as well. So we include that in the offering. And then we automatically remediate threats. And I'm going to get into that a little bit towards the end because I think it's one of the more critical aspects of what we do that sets us apart. We do have co-brandable reports that are easily consumable. You'll see a shamelessly plugged channel program up here in the top right on this one that'll help you show your customers where they stand right now compared to where they should be. It'll also surface what's going on in their environment, showing them where they should be working from and where we're seeing attempts otherwise. And there's an important reason that we do this. We do believe firmly that there is a transition from a device-centric approach to cybersecurity to a user-based approach. And we want to help you, our partners, win on this transition. Now, the next part that I think is super critical is you've heard from a couple of folks about proper configuration and monitoring and being alerted when something bad happens. But those things kind of take the responsibility and still land it on you to react when you see something negative. And the best analogy I have, and I've used it a couple of times, is Samsung released a new smart fridge not too long ago. And they were really proud of themselves. They said, hey, this new refrigerator will ping your phone if you leave the door open. So effectively the same thing as giving you a ticket. We'll let you know there's something wrong. Now you can go do something about it. The very first comment they received was this one: why the F doesn't it just close the door itself if it's so smart? Which I think is actually a really valid point. So when I say that we automatically remediate those concerns, I'll give you an example. Here's a use case that we're seeing a lot lately: credential or token theft. Either tricking one of your users into giving something away, or literally browser hijacking, stealing access, bypassing MFA, bypassing any of the login things that conditional access policy would catch. So you can actually build rules inside of our system that let you say, hey, I know this is going to happen. I know this is a common way for a compromise to occur. And I know what steps that I would take if it did happen inside of my tenant. So why do I need to be involved? Why can't the system who showed me that there's something wrong take the step to resolve the issue? So in this scenario, you can quite literally say, if I see specific things, if I see an authentication success through WCSS, which is effectively somebody navigating from one aspect of M365 to another without having to re-authenticate, and or I see an outside of approved location successful login, followed by something like, let's say, a forwarding rule being enabled, or somebody immediately deleting things, whatever you believe is the best indicator of a threat, let's go ahead and take the action automatically to log off that account from all of the devices sessions, break those tokens, set the account to block sign-in, and let somebody know, either via text or via a ticket in the PSA. Let someone on my team know that we have a potential compromise so that we can go do the post-mortem and figure out how it occurred. But we're doing this from a position of strength now because our system already blocked the action, like an antivirus for business email compromise. And that is wildly unique in the space. No one else can do it. Everything else requires a human being. Now, we've just made that better. We announced Unify not too long ago. So for those of you guys, and it should be all of you, that rely on an RMM of some sort, Unify gives you the ability to actually integrate the data from the RMM with the alerts from M365 and give yourself an even more educated example of what's going on. So maybe somebody did go from Florida to Canada or from Canada to Mexico, but they did it with a device that you put your RMM on. Or maybe you're seeing attack from inside of the United States and it's from a device that you don't have your RMM on. You can now leverage that data with no additional agents to intelligently detect risk and then remediate those things automatically through this platform. So in short, how we're different from a SOC or a SIM or any of those things that just add more tickets to your system, we have no agents, no VMs that you have to run, and no on-prem applications that you have to maintain. There are no tiers to the way that we're built. There's no add-on costs or upsells. Everything I just showed you is included in an extremely low price of 80 cents per user. We keep 1 year of log retention automatically, and we protect your MSP tools for free. I do want to say thank you again to Channel Program. We have our badges. I was in great company today. You can see us up there just above MSP Easy Tools and next to the Blumira paid product. So it was really cool to hear from other people that see the value in ensuring the security of your systems and your people. And we also do really appreciate you folks for the reviews that you've given us. We've got a ton of them. They're all 5-star. We got a good one yesterday that SaaS Alerts has been extremely instrumental in detecting early stage account compromises in Office 365 environments. It enables us to analyze events in series, filtering out noise and pinpointing critical issues. In our first month after deploying, we caught 15 account compromises in real time, allowing us to respond and remediate before suffering any negative impacts to our clients. And that's from one of our partners, Buddy Pitt, who we truly appreciate. If you want more info, please hop into the breakout, meet my team, ask us questions, critique how I did today. Tell us a good joke if you've got one. They're few and far between in cybersecurity. And if you fill out a brief form, we have a thank you gift for every single one of you that joins us. Matt, if you want to come back, I appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ryan. Have a good one.